सबका हमारे पॉडकास्ट सीरीज #hair on air पर। और मैं हूं आपकी एंकर पावनी पार्यन। हम सभी जानते हैं कि हमारे बाल हमारे लुक में कितना इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं। ये हमारा लुक बना और बिगाड़ दोनों सकते हैं। बट आजकल हेयर लॉस एंड हेयर फॉल हैज बिकम अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम और हम सब इसका कारण जानते हैं, जैसे कि प्रदूषण, हमारा खान पान, हमारा रहन सहन एंड इवन आवर जेनेटिक्स। लेकिन आज के एपिसोड में हम जानने वाले हैं कि कैसे हम इन प्रॉब्लम से डील करके अपने बालों को मजबूत और खूबसूरत बना सकते हैं। और आज हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं दिल्ली की जानी मानी डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट एंड ट्राइकोलॉजिस्ट डॉक्टर निकिता गांधी सेठी। Thank you so much, doctor. We are very glad to have you on our podcast.
Thank you for having me here, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. So, सवालों का सिलसिला शुरू करने से पहले I am very sure that I am having this question in my mind and even जो हमारे viewers देख रहे हैं उनके मन में भी ये सवाल अभी से आ गया होगा कि आपकी इन खूबसूरत जुल्फों का राज क्या है।
First of all, thank you for appreciating. मुझे लगता है कुछ भी मेंटेन करने के लिए you have to treat it inside and outside both. कंसिस्टेंसी बहुत जरूरी है, तो अंदर से स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए a good health, a good diet, working out well, and externally a good shampoo, your conditioner, all these things are equally important. I think to maintain anything, आपको उसे अंदर से और बाहर से दोनों तरीके से काम करना है. Consistency is very important. So having a good diet which is nutritious, working out to maintain your overall health, and maintaining your hair externally with a good shampoo, conditioner is equally important.
So Dr. Nikita, I would like to ask you that hair fall तो सभी को होता है and it seems normal to us, but when do we know that we are facing the problem of hair loss?
So characteristically बोला जाए तो 50 to 100 strands in a day अगर हम lose करते हैं, that's considered normal. Anything which is a sudden increase more than 100 a day is considered hair loss. But you have to see the baseline also. अब किसी का अगर hair loss सिर्फ 10 to 20 है normally and वो increase होके suddenly 80 हो जाता है, which is still less than 100, is significant for that person. Also, in some people, you would see in certain diseases, you will not have any hair shedding. You will not see any hair loss, any hair fall happening on the pillow or in the combs, or even while having a bath, just a normal hair shedding. But then too, उनका बाल पतला होता जाएगा. That's also characteristic of hair loss. So you have to know it is not just the number of strands जो आप रोज lose कर रहे हैं. It's also the thickness of your hair, the density of the hair, which characterizes hair loss.
Wow, that is very insightful. So I would like to know from you that जो hair loss है, males और females में जो होता है, क्या उसमें कोई difference है?
Yes, of course. See, there could be some common reasons for both male and women. आपका hair loss because of any dieting, 2 to 3 months पहले आप sick हुए because of typhoid, malaria, any illness, any surgery that you've got done, चाहे male हो, female हो, you will have a similar kind of hair loss after 3 months of such episodes, any weight loss, sudden weight loss if you've had. But there are characteristic male and female hair loss patterns. तो males में क्या होगा? तो दोनों में there is a reason, there is a difference in the reason दोनों में क्यों हो रहा है और type भी अलग होगा. जैसे males में hair line पीछे जाने लगेगी. So males would feel their forehead is getting widened. And with over a period of time, the crown of the hair, there is decrease in the thickness, number of hair कम होता जाएगा. And ये mainly hormonal and genetic है. हमारा testosterone 5-DHT में convert होके the sensitivity of hair is more to that hormone and then it is causing the hair follicle to shrink and shed. In females, this is not like that. आपका एक diffuse thinning होगा. Yeah, most of the female would feel जब वो कोम कर रही हैं उनकी पार्टिंग वाइडन हो रही है. The partition is broader than normal and they will not have a hairline receding. वो late time तक preserved रहती है. अब इसमें reason भी different है male से. Definitely genetic is common in both. अब hormonal imbalance, menopause के आसपास, PCOD, hyper and hypothyroid, ये चीजें female pattern hair loss cause करती है.
Okay. So Dr. Nikita, we've heard that alopecia बहुत एक common term बन गया है. आजकल लोग ये problem face करते हैं and it sounds like a very scary term. So could you please tell our viewers what is it?
See, alopecia is nothing another name for hair loss. You don't have to be scared for it. Alopecia के different types होते हैं, you know, if you're having diffuse hair loss, that is telogen effluvium, there could be patchy losses, alopecia areata, and there could be male and female pattern hair loss that we just talked about, so that is androgenetic alopecia. So alopecia has various types that we have just talked about. This term is nothing to be scared about. You have hair loss equal to alopecia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dr. Nikita, जिनका hair loss already हो चुका है, those who have already lost their hair, can that hair be regrown?
That's a very interesting question. Yes, it depends what is the type of hair loss. हम किस stage पे act कर रहे हैं, right? And see, there are certain hair loss which are absolutely completely reversible. Believe me, even without meds. Example, you had pregnancy, you have crash dieting. 3 months after that, you had a hair loss. You work on your diet, your supplements, you take calcium, vitamin D, B12, your supplements are to the point, you'll recover them, right? Now, there are certain type of alopecia which are, you know, we can be consistent with the treatment and we start early. It will kind of maintain, like androgenetic alopecia or male pattern hair loss that we talk about. अब कुछ only severe type of alopecias होते हैं जहाँ पे root का loss होता है. Only those are the alopecia which are very difficult to recover, and we may consider doing at the end transplant for them. But yes, hair loss is regrowable. When you have alopecia or you have decreased density of hair, we can grow them, and you have various modalities of treatment for them.
Okay. So talking about such treatments, people look forward to therapies a lot. So I wanted to ask you, is there any hair nutrient therapy that people can take to regrow their hair?
So hair nutrient therapy will not regrow hair in each and every case.
Okay.
So again, it depends on the cause of hair loss. अगर deficiency है तो nutrient therapy would grow the hair. You know, if it is a patterned hair loss, we will require hair solutions of minoxidil, which I think everyone is aware of these days, and that needs to be used consistently, right? Sometimes we may not be just able to grow the hair with only treatments. We may require in-clinic treatments, which is PRP, growth factors, exosomes, and in severe cases, transplant.
Okay. But for our viewers who might not be aware with the term minoxidil, am I supposed to?
It's minoxidil, yes.
Minoxidil.
Yeah.
Okay. So who are not aware of the term minoxidil, could you please enlighten them?
So, minoxidil is a type of treatment where you apply topically and it's available now orally as well. ये हमारे hair के regrowth में help करता है, blood circulation increase करेगा, और जहाँ testosterone 5-DHT में convert करके हमारे hair root को पतला कर रहा है, छोटा कर रहा है, उसको help करेगा. But I have seen people using minoxidil here in, here out for every disease. Should not be done. If you ask me, is minoxidil helpful in hair conditions? Yes. Is it helpful in every skin hair condition? Almost yes. But should it be used everywhere? No. We really have to choose. There are specific indications where you have to start minoxidil. You can't be just using it everywhere. Plus, the right duration is important. देखिए, minoxidil help करेगा, but अगर आप उसे time से पहले stop कर देंगे, use it for 2 to 3 months and then you stop it, you are going to have a rebound hair loss. आपने जो ग्रो किया वो immediately चला जाएगा. That's the scariest part.
Oh my God. Okay. That was pretty insightful. I hope the viewers were able to get something out of that.
Yeah, and that's why it's very important and wise to visit your dermatologist and then decide when you should be starting such therapies.
So, Dr. Nikita, like you said कि अगर हम 2-3 महीने minoxidil का treatment करते हैं और रुक जाते हैं तो it might cause even more hair loss. So, सवाल यही उठता है कि क्या ये ट्रीटमेंट लाइफ लॉन्ग करने की जरूरत है या फिर कितने टाइम तक करनी चाहिए, एंड डज इट वेरी फ्रॉम इंडिविजुअल टू इंडिविजुअल? प्लीज टेल अस.
Okay, so let's first talk about the variation from individual to individual. पहले तो हमें right percentage यूज करना बहुत important है. For a male patient, nothing less than 5% should work. 5 to 10% is what we advise. 5% twice a day and 10% once at night. For female, on paper, 2%, but yes, we've seen better results with 5% once at night gives good result. अब अगर हम बात करें कितना लंबा यूज करना है, so पहले तो जैसे मैंने बोला, it's very important who should start minoxidil. हर किसी को minoxidil start करने की requirement नहीं है. We all have to understand that. एंड जिस इंडिकेशन में मिनॉक्सिडिल स्टार्ट किया जा रहा है वो इसीलिए स्टार्ट किया जा रहा है बिकॉज वो माइल्डर थेरेपी से कंट्रोल नहीं होगा और स्पॉन्टेनियस ग्रोथ ऑफ हेयर इन मेल एंड फीमेल पैटर्न हेयर लॉस नहीं हो पा रही है. सो यस, इन सच केसेस most of the times it is a long term commitment. You might have to use it overall throughout your life.
So Nikita, I am very sure that most of our viewers must be having the question that I'm going to ask you next. Dandruff. Dandruff is such a common issue और हम सभी जानना चाहते हैं कि इसे मैनेज कैसे कर सकते हैं और क्या इसे सही में पूरी तरीके से इरेडिकेट किया जा सकता है या नहीं. So please tell us.
Dandruff एक बहुत कॉमन कंडीशन है. Most of us has suffered from dandruff then and now. अब सबसे पहले जानते हैं ये है क्या. Dandruff मेनली एक ऑयली स्कैल्प की प्रॉब्लम है. हम सबके स्कैल्प में एक फंगस होती है मैलासीजिया. जब हमारे स्कैल्प में ऑयल इम्बैलेंसेस होती है वो फंगस इंक्रीज हो जाता है और हमारे स्किन सेल्स का शेडिंग करता है. दैट इज विजिबल एज फ्लेक्स ऑफ डैंड्रफ. अब बात करते हैं इसे मैनेज कैसे करना है. सबसे पहले समझिए डैंड्रफ में कंसिस्टेंसी इज द की. यू हैव टू वॉश योर हेयर वेरी रेगुलरली. ऑयलिंग नहीं करनी है ऐसे स्कैल्प में और आपको स्पेसिफिक शैम्पूज यूज करने हैं. यू नीड टू यूज कीटोकोनाजोल, क्लिम्बाजोल बेस्ड शैम्पूज. अगर बहुत सिवियर है यू माइट हैव टू रिक्वायर कोल्टाल साइसिलिक एसिड कॉम्बिनेशंस आल्सो फॉर योर स्कैल्प हेयर वॉश. अब बहुत सारे लोगों की ट्रीटेड हेयर होते हैं. For them, you just need to use the shampoo in the scalp. Length of the hair में, colored hair में, or in treated hair, you use a regular shampoo, which is so that will not increase the dryness of your hair. And then you ask, क्या dandruff cure की जा सकता है? No, हम dandruff को cure नहीं कर सकते. We can maintain it, control it. उसके लिए हमें क्या करना है? Keep on washing your head regularly with the shampoos. Once you feel, washing it twice to thrice in a week with an anti-dandruff shampoo has made a lot of difference. बहुत ज्यादा visible flaking नहीं है. आप उस shampoo को you can reduce it to once in a week to once in 10 days and rest of the times regularly keep on washing with your normal shampoo. That way you can maintain it.
Okay, so Dr. Nikita, like you said, what I'm trying to understand is कि ZPTO की जो shampoos होते हैं, they really work to eradicate dandruff.
They work, but not to eradicate dandruff, but to control it. So yes, जो over the counter ZPTO वाले shampoos हैं वो effective हैं. You can use them as an alternative अपनी dandruff को control में रखने के लिए, but they will not eradicate dandruff.
Okay, definitely. So now I want to get into a few myths that people have regarding hair fall and hair issues. तो सबसे पहला सवाल बनता है कि जो हम अपने टेलीविजन पे देखते हैं, that there are many hair oil companies and they show their beautiful lustrous hair. Is that really true that should we apply those hair oil and we get such beautiful hair?
So I think yes, this myth needs to be busted. अगर आपका scalp oily है, you have dandruff, आपको oil नहीं लगाना है. That's going to worsen your dandruff. हो सकता है for the time being visibility वो कम कर दे because of its sticky nature, but वो आपकी dandruff को increase करेगा because oil is the food for fungus. Second, for the length of the hair, if you have dry hair, people who have combination oily scalp but dry hair, उनके लिए the oil may be useful. In fact, recently there is a study which says coconut oil application can increase the tensile strength of your hair. So yes, you can massage. People who have dry scalp, dry hair can use oil one night prior or at least 1 to 2 hours before they wash their hair, but not for oily scalp or dandruff.
Okay, so for oily scalp also they can't just put the hair oil and after that wash it? Is it still...
So, oily scalp is prone to dandruff. Second thing is, you already have enough oil to take care of the texture of your hair.
Okay.
If, as I said, the hair is treated, you want to control the frizz on the length of your hair or it's getting weaker in the length, they are split ends. You can still use on the length of your hair, not on the scalp.
Talking about therapies, I've heard like PRP kind of therapies are also there. आजकल हमारी salons में भी. I recently went to a salon and they were offering a PRP. So I was just like, is that safe? Where should we get it done from?
So it's absolutely a big no.
Oh.
You really have to know कि हम आपका blood sample ले रहे हैं. आपके अंदर एक syringe जा रही है sample को extract करने के लिए. फिर उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करके आपके स्कैल्प में भी इंजेक्टेबल दिया जाता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ द syringes. So safety is very, very important. In fact, we recently have 2 cases of HIV positive because of PRP in New Mexico. That was a non-licensed spa. So no salon is certified to do a PRP. So you really have to choose the right place. So PRP by itself is not unsafe. It is the place that you're getting done. You really have to choose the right place. It has to be a certified place. Sterilization का वहां पूरा ध्यान रखना चाहिए, तभी आप वहां विजिट करें.
ओके, सो डॉक्टर निकिता, लाइक यू सेड, मिनॉक्सिडिल वेरी करता है सभी लोगों में. तो हमने देखा है मार्केट में और भी कई तरीके की थेरेपीज आ गई हैं एंड पीपल आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू देम एज वेल. सो व्हाट वुड यू सजेस्ट टू देम? शुड एवरीवन गो फॉर मिनॉक्सिडिल और शुड दे गो फॉर सम अदर थेरेपी एज वेल?
So when a dermatologist plans to start minoxidil for you, you may or may not have a full regrowth with that over a period of time. अब उसे इंक्रीज करने के लिए, रिस्पॉन्स को इंक्रीज करने के लिए, यू हैव अदर थेरेपीज विच आर इन क्लिनिक थेरेपीज लाइक PRP, which is platelet rich plasma therapy, growth factors, exosomes, and then you have biomimetic peptides. ये सब चीजें we should get it done from a very, very safe place. इन सब में there are injectables that are given in your scalp. PRP में हम आपका blood sample withdraw करते हैं, growth factors extract करके आपके scalp में inject किया, and then there are sessions for that. So yes, as I said, every patient may not respond to minoxidil completely, and then you have to add therapies, or there would be people who are not able to tolerate minoxidil. They have itching, irritation. For that, we do have oral minoxidil, and also there could be some which cannot just take minoxidil. For them, also to increase the response of your topical and oral therapy, we add such procedures.
Dr. Nikita, that was such an insightful conversation that we just had. So, what is your final message or suggestion to our viewers जो चाहते हैं कि वो अपने बालों को मजबूत और सुंदर बना सके and they are watching our #HairOnAir podcast?
So my message is very simple and clear. सबसे पहले प्रिवेंशन पे काम कीजिए. Treat your hair internally and externally. आप अच्छा फूड लीजिए, have a nutritious diet with the right kind of shampoos and conditioners. Chronic stress, smoking has to be taken care of. Appropriate sleep लीजिए, ये आपकी prevention है. Then if you suffer from hair loss, observe with the nutritious diet and everything that I just mentioned, क्या ये better हो रहा है? If not, consider some tests, if your iron, vitamin D, B12, ये सब to the point है या नहीं है, supplement लीजिए इसके लिए. And if it is not getting control, visit your dermatologist because treating the cause is very, very important. And अगर आप सही समय पर नहीं जाते हैं, you might lose the chances of good amount of regrowth.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nikita. That was surely very helpful for our viewers. And thank you once again that we had you on our podcast, #HairOnAir. Thank you for sparing your precious time.
It was all my pleasure being here and thank you so much for having me.
And thank you to all our viewers watching our #HairOnAir podcast. इसी तरीके से हमारे साथ हमारे पॉडकास्ट में बने रहिए ताकि आप अपने बालों को मजबूत और खूबसूरत बना सके. We are available on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify and even on Apple Podcast. और मिलते हैं आपसे हमारे नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में एक नए एक्सपर्ट के साथ. Thank you so much. See you soon.